What's up, disc golfers? Joe here with Joe's Disc Golf, and I have got another video for you. Thank you, Nikko Locastro, for giving me something to talk about. Unfortunately, it was not good things to talk about. Now, you may or may have not have seen the two shorts that I've put out. The one was yesterday at the time of recording, just explaining the whole situation, giving you the video of what happened with Nikko and the tournament official at the European Open. Since that came out, there has been a lot of updated information, and I have a TLDW short that I'm going to link on wherever the card shows up. I can't remember if it's left or right, at least for me, and it's mirrored and all that fun jazz, but here we are with a new segment. It has been a long time since I've done one of these independently, but guess what? Here we are, and this is what we're talking about right now. So we've got, first up here, we're going to talk about what happened there. We had Nikko Locastro actually gave an apology, which I'll read a little bit of here. There's a whole Instagram live video, which I'll have linked in the description below. But we can take a look at that right here. Nikko posted that I'm truly embarrassed about what happened today at the European Open. I'd like to say sorry, even though that's not good enough. I'm aware of the backlash. I'm aware this backlash will not display my best moments captured on camera. I have been disqualified from this event and will do my best to learn from this horrible mistake. Blah, 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 blah. Puts a lot of pressure on himself. And, well, yeah. I call me cynical, but if you've read or listened to any one of Nikko Locastro's previous apologies, you've heard it all. Same spiel every single time, and nothing seems to change. With that, I think that more troubles are coming his way, as evidenced by something that was posted here on Gateway Discs. So Gateway Discs said, Gateway Discs does not support or does not condone the actions and behaviors of our mixed bag sponsored player, Nikko Locastro, at the European Open yesterday. Effective immediately, Nikko's contract with Gateway Disc Sports will be suspended until a full investigation surrounding the incident can be conducted. We apologize for any damage his actions to the whole blah, blah, blah. Please buy our discs. It's not our fault. We gave him a chance. He blew it, and sucks to suck. That's basically what that boiled down to. And I agree with Gateway Discs. They gave him a chance. He has, I believe it's his uncle, works there, part owner, something along those lines. Gave him a chance after he got the boot from basically everybody. Westside Discs being the most recent place that he got das Boot from. And now he was with Gateway Discs, and he has shown multiple times that he has had a pattern of this. It was great for Gateway Discs to kind of extend that olive branch. He seemed to maybe have turned a corner, but then it all went to hell at the European Open, as we saw. Again, check out that video. You can find it all over the internet. But I'm not going to play that here again. And the trouble keeps a brewing for Nikko Locastro, because while Gateway has cut ties with them and he posted that fake apology, that's not the only thing that he has done or that will be coming his way. And that includes potential issues from the PDGA. Now, the statement regarding Nikko Locastro's disqualification at the 2022 European Open. All PDGA sanctioned events, all participants are required to adhere to the official rules of disc golf and to the competition manual for disc golf events. These rules and competition standards govern all aspects of play and conduct at a PDGA event, including player behavior. They go on to say that they did notice that, and they used this video evidence that Nikko at the European Open, following a time violation call, got heated towards a tournament official that the tournament director has evaluated according to these standards. Per the competition manual, 1.12.h, video evidence can be used to evaluate this. Normally, you can't go back and look at foot faults or things like that, but player misconduct like this can be reevaluated. So, reading straight from the competition manual, Chapter 3, Part 3, it reads, All players must adhere to a professional standard of sporting ethics, courtesy, and integrity while participating in a PDGA sanctioned event and when commenting to the media. Conduct that violates that standard is subject to courtesy violations called by players. See 812 courtesy. 8.12, they're missing a period there. Penalties issued by the tournament director and any further disciplinary action deemed appropriate by the PDGA. If a player violates the above standard, the tournament director may opt, in their sole discretion, to issue tournament warning for the first offense, except as specified in 3.03 Part C. Otherwise, the tournament director will immediately disqualify the player. Actions that violate the standards include, but are not limited to, overt rudeness or threatening behavior to anyone present. That's the competition manual, Section 3, Part 3, A and B. Additionally, when approached by Jeff Jacquart, the PDGA Director of Competition, for further information, Mr. Locastro refused to cooperate, which, again, if you don't do that, as outlined in Part 303.B.8, obstruction or failure or refusal to cooperate with any investigation by any official into the player's conduct or the conduct of another player also constitute misconduct. So, a lot going on there. For all these reasons, Nikko was booted from the European Open. So it is going to be kind of a rough flight home for him, not being able to participate for the rest of the tournament, which he wasn't doing too bad at. At the time of the first post, it was only up there that he was a DNF. The information had not come out yet that he'd actually been disqualified from it. So he got the DQ there. He will be looked into further disciplinary action by the PDGA Disciplinary Committee for further sanctions. Who knows what's going to happen? One of the things for this is up to a 24-month suspension. Now, I believe it was Bradley Williams in 2017. He got an 18-month suspension after getting into it with another player on his card. There's some shoving, I believe, and a verbal altercation. Now, that was 18 months. He was already on probation after kicking over a basket at a tournament, I believe. So there was some precedent there. If it wasn't for the probation, I doubt that the physical altercation or the verbal altercation and a little bit of shoving would have not been 18 months. It probably would have been less. Who knows? This is relatively uncommon, at least at the pro level. So what are we going to do here? What should we expect? I would expect probably a 12-month suspension, 6 to 12 months. I think that if Nikko is sincere about his apology this time, color me shocked, but you never know. I've been wrong before. Eagle McMahon seems to be doing well. I'm glad I was wrong in that case. Maybe I'm wrong in this case. Who knows? Only time will tell. But I could see something along the lines, as it was suggested by one Reddit user, that say it's a 6 or 12-month suspension, but if you go to anger management and successfully clear anger management, then it would just be the rest of the 2022 season. Come back 2023, you're a good guy. That's what happened with Bradley Williams, sort of. He still had to do the 18 months. He went to anger management, and he is essentially a completely different person now in 2022 than he was in 2016-17 when all that went down. So hopefully Nikko gets back and gets on this, because this is ridiculous. Well, there was a tweet that I was going to pull up by Drew Gibson, but he deleted the tweet because he realized that he had his head so far up his butt, it was almost as bad of a take as Nikko. Now, what he said was people complaining about not having officials. They need officials. And then something along the lines, I'm trying to remember this tweet off the top of my head here. And then something along the lines of like, hey, we got the officials, and then this still happens, because people don't call violations. We need officials. We get officials and this happens. What are we going to do? Myself and many other people said, expecting adults to act like adults is too much. The PDGA and DGPT can take tour points and or ratings points. They can have suspensions and can fine the players that behave like that. Acting like a temper tantrum throwing toddler is not an excuse for not enforcing the rules. I can't imagine why Drew Gibson was saying like, oh, blah, 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 basically shouting incoherently on Twitter. And they say that other players have bad social media takes all the time. This is right up there. Like, seriously, man, you're saying that, what's the next move? Well, I hate to tell you, but all the officials in all pro sports receive some sort of abuse, generally not from the players, but from the fans saying, oh, what's one of the most popular costumes you can go as on Halloween? A ref with dark sunglasses and a walking stick. You're a blind ref. Come on. Like, tournament officials are going to get called for, like, are you sure that was this or that? And it's not like baseball where they're going to get in your face and argue with the umpires, but you might ask for a rules clarification where if Nikko had handled this maybe a little bit better, maybe where he goes, hey, what was the deal? Rather than coming off super aggressive, things could have been explained better. He could have been like, yep, okay, got it, moving on. But he lost his temper, and that's what happens there. So thank you all for watching. If you like what you saw, podcast every Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and videos here on joesdiscgolf.com. You can also catch some great information at joesdiscgolf.com, or if you want to get better and feel healthier while playing disc golf, check out discgolfhealthy.com. As always, I've been Joe, you've been awesome, and I can't wait to see you all in the next video.